Hey, it's Evan from Woo Ninjas, your WordPress, LearnDash, and WooCommerce expert. So if you're thinking about taking the switch from Teachable, Kajabi, or even just building your first website, first you may be wondering, how much does it really cost to build a LearnDash website? So today we're going to be breaking it down, real numbers, no fluff, so you can plan it right the first time. So right now let's walk through everything you're actually going to need to launch your LearnDash site and exactly how much it'll cost. Alright, let's first start with LearnDash. LearnDash is the fundamental LMS, the learning management system for your LearnDash course website. Remember, it is $200 per year for one site, only $400 for 10 sites, but if you have one site, it's going to be $200. And also remember, there's going to be a bunch of other add-ons they do potentially recommend. Don't start with them, see if you need them, from Gradebook to Notes, to Pro Panel 3.0. Some of these might be valuable, but just start with basic LearnDash for $200 a month. Next on the list, you're going to need a domain name. So Cloudflare, we recommend it because the domain names are quite affordable. And let's do a test.com, and they're about $11 each, and you do get to manage a lot of the back end, which is good. So yeah, $10.44 for a domain name. Next on the list is hosting, and this is Cloudways. They offer a great platform. You can even choose the different hosting providers. Normally we just go with DigitalOcean, and the pricing ranges from $14 all the way up to $300. If you're starting off the website, it's good to start with the cheaper plan just so you can get everything up and running, and then as traffic comes in, you can upscale it to the plan that best fits your needs based on how much users and how much traffic you're going to have. Next on the list is the theme. Remember, you can always do everything just with LearnDash, but if you want it to look a little bit more visually appealing, you can also use Astra theme. It's lightweight, it's quick, and we do recommend it. So that ranges between $50 and $80 depending on the plan that best fits your needs. It even goes up to $150 per year, but normally you don't necessarily need that. Next on the list is BuddyBoss, which nestles perfectly well with actually LearnDash. And what it does is it actually creates a really good interface and great community features if you're planning on having a community. So that costs about $300 per year. Yes, it's a little bit more than LearnDash, but it offers great community features, and it is also a great product. Just take a look at it first. So what it includes is translation, micro-learning, lessons, group community, everything you need to really take your LearnDash course to the next level. So consider that. It's not needed, but consider it if you want to have a community and a better interface. Alright, so we're going to get into some more things for your LearnDash site that'll actually be optional when you begin, but might be very important as you progress. So one of those things is once you build an email list, it's great to be able to correspond with the people in your courses or potential leads you have. So a couple options, although there are many different options, would be MailPoet, which would be between $20 and $60 per month, or Klaviyo, which would be between $45 and $60 a month if you want to add SMS. And this is for roughly 1,500 active profiles. Also, another optional thing is, are you planning on making your course available in multiple languages? If you are, I would very much consider WPML, which allows you to run a multilingual site. So you can do the courses in Spanish, English, Chinese, whatever you want. This is the plugin that'll help you do it. I would say a little lower on the optional list, meaning you should really do it, is SEO. Meaning, do you want your website or your page to show up on Google searches? If so, Yoast is almost a must. And that will cost you about $100 a year. And it allows you to automate many of the SEO parts of the business. So your website will index and then show up in Google. Remember, you can do all of this yourself, but you can also hire us, Woo Ninjas, to do a quick launch service. Meaning, do you have a course website idea, or do you have a bunch of content filmed? Whatever it is, we can help you launch that. If you have some rough ideas, or if you already have an existing WordPress website, we can help you launch your LearnDash site very quick. Feel free to check the link in the description. It's wooninjas.com/LearnDash/quick launch. And what we can help you do is set up everything for between $700 and $1,000. Maybe you already have an LMS, learning management system, or a course on Teachable, or a course on another WordPress plugin. We can actually help you do with that course migration to take it over to LearnDash and get everything set up for you. One last thing that is also optional is LearnDash maintenance. So we offer it, other people offer it as well, but it will take a number of hours each day to do it. One that includes is a website audit to see how things are going, maintenance reports, updates, LearnDash consultations, custom code monitoring, and development hours. So if you have issues, you reach out to us or maybe another company, and we're able to fix them on the spot because we have your access as well. The plans go from $170 to $420 per month. And there's also a deep discount on the design hours and development hours if you want that as well. All right, so now we've gone through everything. Now let's break it down. Okay, so domain, $11. You need that. You need hosting. So that ranges between $168 to $1,200. You won't get up to $1,200 anytime soon, so I would tend towards the lower side of the spectrum. You're going to want a theme, so we recommend Astra or AstraPro for between $50 and $80 per year. Also, the LearnDash license is $200. So if you add that up, we're looking at about $420 to $500 on the lowest to get your site up and running for a year. However, you don't want to do this all yourself. You can have us set it up for between $600 and $5,000 if you have a big build, a big transfer. It depends how big your site is. Also, maintenance plan. You can do this yourself, but if you choose to get it done, it'll be between $2,000 and $5,000 per year. The BuddyBoss platform, which I just showed you over here, to make everything collaborative, to have a community, and make a very good-looking LearnDash site, that'll be $300 per year. When it comes to email marketing, it'll be between $240 and $720 per year. If you want to have a multilingual website, it'll be $120 per year, and that SEO Yoast plugin's about $100. So if you just want to do the bare essentials, get the site up and running, you're looking at about $400 or $500. However, if you want some additional features, you want to add some extra plugins, it'll be about $2,700 to $7,700 per year. And that's not to mention if you did want it all set up and you want it done for you, you would add on another about roughly $1,000 up to maybe $5,000 if you had a giant site you wanted to transfer over or build. So those are the numbers. It's going from $420 to about $7,700 per year. All right, so there you have it. That's the real cost to build a LearnDash website in 2025. But if you want to build your own platform, keep the profits, this is the best way to build your business. And if you want any help launching or maintaining your LearnDash website, feel free to reach out to us, woundninjas.com, scroll to the bottom, fill out the contact form. And don't forget to like, subscribe, or comment any questions you have, and we'll see you in the next one.